Hello everyone. The story I'm going to share today is the story of Dongfang Shuo. Dongfang Shuo was a scholar during the Western Han Dynasty. He was also knowledgeable about Yin and Yang, the 5 elements, and the calendar. At the beginning period of Emperor Wu's reign of Western Han Dynasty, he suggested seeking talents regardless of their status. He asked the official to publicly put up a poster to recruit talents from all over the world and allow them to recommend themselves. Dongfang Shuo wrote a letter to Emperor Wu by using 3,000 pieces of bamboo slips to introduce himself. He said that he could recite about 400,000 characters of the books of songs and Confucius classics. At the same time, he had also memorized all the wars and knew how to deploy troops. The young Emperor Wu spent a long time reading his letter and thought that Dongfang Shuo was the one he wanted. So he met with him and appointed him as an imperial official. Just as Dongfang Shuo stated in the letter, he liked reading when he was a child. When he was 3 years old, he could recite any scripture after reading it just once. He also often pointed to the sky while talking to himself. One time, his stepmother found that he did not come back home in the evening. When he came back a month later, he was beaten by his stepmother for running away. Later, Dongfang Shuo went away again. This time, he did not come back for a year. His stepmother felt very surprised and said to him, "You have been gone for a year. How can I not worry about you?" Dongfang Shuo replied, "I only played for a day in the purple mud sea. The purple water made my clothes very dirty, and then I went to Yi Spring to wash them off. I went there in the morning and came back in the afternoon. How come you said I was away for a year?" His stepmother asked, "What lands have you visited?" Dongfang Shuo said, "After I washed my clothes, I took a nap, and the Lord in another dimension gave me red chestnuts to eat, and dew water and nectar to drink. He also gave me a half cup of yellow dew from heaven. Then I woke up. On my way back, I met a black tiger and rode on it. I wanted to go faster, so I hit the tiger, and then it bit my foot." During the reign of the Emperor Wu of the Han Dynasty, Dongfang Shuo saw his real mother, Tian, picking mulberry leaves at the seaside in another dimension. At that moment, an old man with yellow eyebrow came up to him and said, "She was my wife before. She was the goddess Venus Taibai reincarnated in the human world. Now you are a son of Venus Taibai. I do not eat greens. I only swallow qi for practicing, which has lasted for more than 90 years. The pupils of my 2 eyes can radiate with green light, and I can see in the dark. I regenerate my bones and marrow once every 3,000 years, and my skin here once every 2,000 years. I have regenerated my bones 3 times and regenerated my skin 5 times already." When Dongfang Shuo grew up, he was appointed high official in the royal court of Emperor Wu. He always spoke frankly on court affairs, and his talents and humor helped him escape from many dangerous situations. One time, Duke Zhaoping, the son of Emperor Wu's sister, behaved in an arrogant and domineering way. Before Emperor Wu's sister had passed away, Emperor Wu had promised her that if her son ever became guilty, his death penalty could be redeemed with money. Later, his nephew was drunk and killed some people. After considering the case for a long time, Emperor Wu put the country's law first. His nephew was sentenced to death. But because this meant that he broke his promise to his sister's will, Emperor Wu felt very sad. At that time, All the ministers were also troubled by this. Dongfang Shuo, however, not only showed up no sad expression, but also went up to toast to Emperor Wu by saying, "Very good. As a king, you have no buyers. Even if the enemy does good deeds, you rewarded them. And even there are relatives who have done evil deeds, you also punish them. You did something that not many emperors could do before. It is a blessing for the people of the world." He held the cup and walked to him, wishing the emperor for a long life. Emperor Wu didn't say anything and got up and left. In the evening, Emperor Wu summoned Dongfang Shuo and blamed him that he should not say something like that among all ministers. Dongfang Shuo immediately took off his hat and apologized to him. He said, "I heard that too much happiness hurts your yang, and too much sadness hurts your yin. Changes in yin and yang will easily cause turbulence in the heart. The turbulence in the heart will cause the spirit to be scattered. Once the spirit is scattered, evil spirits will invade. The best way to eliminate depression is wine. So I propose a toast to you, first to praise your majesty's uprightness, and at the same time to use wine to stop your mourning." After hearing this, Emperor Wu felt that Dongfang Shuo was right, so he rewarded him with more than 3,000 meters cloth and silk. Emperor Wu liked Taoism in his old age, so he was close with Dongfang Shuo. His desire was to make himself an immortal. Dongfang Shuo told him, "Consuming Ganoderma grass from the northeast and spring fish from the southwest can help people to live longer." Before leaving the human world, Dongfang Shuo told the emperor, "No one in the world knows me but Lord Wang." After Dongfang Shuo died, Emperor Wu called Lord Wang to his palace and asked him, "Did you know Dongfang Shuo?" "No, I didn't," replied Lord Wang. Emperor Wu asked him, "What is your area of study?" Lord Wang said, "I'm proficient at astronomy and tracking the calendar." Emperor Wu asked, "Are all the stars in the sky now?" Lord Wang said, "Yes, all are there. Only Jupiter left for 18 years, and now it has appeared again." Emperor Wu sighed and said sadly, "Dongfang Shuo was with me for 18 years, and not even I knew that he was actually Jupiter." Thank you very much for listening to the story. More touching stories will be ready for you if you just subscribe it. Thank you again.